Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Welcome back, everybody. She does so much to support us and make us feel better in all different types of modalities. And so far, we've talked about some of them that she does: acupuncture, herbal medicine. Essentially, it's Chinese medicine. And today we're going to talk about Chinese medicine massage, among other things. She's based out of New York. She has dozens and dozens of five-star reviews. She's amazing. Dr. Kelly is back with us. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Steve. How are you?
Very well, very well. So just saying the word massage makes us feel better. When you hear that word, it's like, oh, I'm getting a massage. Um, when we talk about Chinese medicine massage, what is that? What makes that different than, let's say, a Swedish massage? Or is it the same?
Well, originally, Chinese medicine massage is actually very high level treatment method for Chinese medicine because the person who is doing the Chinese medicine massage, they have to have very strong energy. They have to have like very good heart to get the patient's evil qi kind of like out of their body because in Chinese medicine we talk about 正气, like righteous qi. Excuse me. Versus evil qi, which cause the patient has a problem, has sickness. So evil qi is not really evil like in the Western think about. Evil qi can be mean coldness, dampness, or dryness. So this is the evil qi. For example, when people for example, very hot summer, you go outside for a whole day, didn't drink any water, that dryness can get into your lung, make you cough. So that dryness can be evil qi. So when we do Chinese medicine massage, we can get out of the evil qi outside of the body. So which is very high level, is not really like the same thing we are doing for this massage.
So when you say chi, we've talked about it before, but I just want everybody to be on our same page. What is chi again?
Qi, there are a lot of translation. Some people just translate it into energy. Like kind of like, oh, I have energy to start a day, or I don't have energy. So, I mean, it's sometimes the translation is not that accurate and it doesn't really can tell the real meaning of the Chinese word. But in general, people kind of like translate into energy.
Okay, so would you say it's positive energy?
So sometimes people, I mean, for example, a Chinese medicine doctor usually should have positive energy, right? That's how we can treat people because we have positive energy, we can kind of like get out the negative energy from the patients. So when patients got sick, that's kind of like the evil energy or the negative energy went into their body. Again, that evil doesn't mean exactly the evil as in the general term. Can be dryness, can be dampness, can be coldness. So that is the difference about Chinese medicine and Western medicine about the energy and about the qi. Um, so when I mention about it, it's very different with the Western term of massage. In Chinese medicine, we have channels, right? Everybody kind of have a little bit knowledge about the channels. For example, stomach channel start from the face. It's like we call it a foot. Yang Ming channel. It start from the face. I mean, not exactly. It's like right below the eye, like stomach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then go down to the chest, then go down to the leg, ended at the second toe on the lateral side. So when we do massage, Chinese medicine massage, we go either like along with the channel or against channel, depending on your condition. So that's very different. I don't think any just general massage really will go in that way. So that's a big difference about the Chinese medicine massage and Western massage.
Hmm. If somebody were to, would they come to you with an issue, or do you do Chinese medicine massage as, like maintenance?
Actually, to be honest, I usually prefer to do acupuncture instead of Chinese medicine massage when patients come to me, especially the new patient. Because one thing is, I think acupuncture somehow it can get into the body a little bit deeper because we use needle, right? When you do Chinese medicine massage, it's kind of like on the surface, although of course the qi can get into deeper in the body. But in general, if patients has pain or have like a spleen qi deficiency, I prefer do acupuncture instead of just Chinese medicine massage.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. I admittedly previously I said, yeah, I've never done acupuncture. I want to, I need to. And it was, of course, the aversion to needles. Now, after speaking with you, learning about it, put me on the table. I would in a say if you were here, I'd be like, let's do this live on the air right now. It's after there's a reason it's been around for centuries because it works. And when you're now we're circling back to acupuncture for a moment here, but is everything we're talking about here energy? It's just different ways of manipulating the energy. For example, it seems like with acupuncture, with that very fine hair-like needle, you're connecting with an energy point in somebody's body. Is that right?
Yeah, I think you can understand in this way. Like, actually, there are some Chinese medicine doctor, they kind of like think when we treat patients, when we do acupuncture on patient, we kind of use our own energy. So some, I'm not saying any or every, some acupuncture, they only put like 5 needle or no more than 10 needle because they don't want to use their own energy. Like they kind of like, I need to preserve my own energy. I don't want to use all up on the patients.
Wow.
Yeah, but to me, I never thought about in that way. I always think about the patient benefit. Oh, if this patient need 20 needle, I don't mind. If they need even 50, I don't mind either. When I treat the patient, I always think about their whole body system. Even if just come in for pain, right? If the pain from stress, I will treat the stress. There can be some points on the head, some points on the hand, or some points on the leg and feet. So usually, I use a lot of needles on patient. I don't really preserve my own qi because I think I have enough, and I think about my patients first. They are my priority. So
Hmm. You walked us into a different territory. So I'm talking about when you put the needle in, you're tapping into their energy, either interrupting it or supporting it. I never, Dr. Kelly, I never even considered that you are putting the energy in when you do the procedure. I never even considered that. That's like now it's crystal clear of what's going on here. Wow. Okay. So this really is energy healing. It really
yeah,
is.
yeah, it is actually my patients. Some patients they are very sensitive. Some patients they can feel it. Like actually, it's not. I don't think it's just simply like I put energy into the patient's body. It's I would think about it as kind of like a guidance. I will use my energy to guide the patients. So their qi will be go smoothly in their body. Their stagnant qi will start it running, moving instead of just stay over there, don't want to move, cause the pain, cause the problem. So it's a guidance. It's like I guide my patients so make their qi going in the right way, correct way. For example, when patient have I said reflex basically means their stomach qi going up instead of going down. So what I do will I use acupuncture to get the stomach qi going down instead of going up. So it's basically I'm getting them. So in that way, I think I should be okay, and I am okay actually. I have a lot of patients who came in with a high fever, body ache, no energy, like coughing, sore throat. But after I treat them, they feel better, and I didn't get sick.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Well, when you say that some patients feel it, we're not talking about feeling the needle. Although you described before, you might feel a little pressure, maybe a quick sensation. That's it. They're feeling the energy going in. Is that what you're describing?
Yes, some very sensitive patients, they do. They do. Especially like people are different. Some people are very sensitive. Some people they are like, they don't feel it in that way. They just feel like, oh, I feel the sensation running from my hand going down to my feet. Or, I put a point on the leg, it went down to the toe. I said that's the correct feeling because the channel does go down to the toe, although the point is on the leg.
Hmm.
So again, I think it's a guidance. So, but some sensitive patients, they do feel it. When I put in the needle, they feel it. I kind of like I accept something, I receive something.
To illustrate that, the first time I had uh, Reiki, it was done virtually, like we are. So actually, no, I take that back. I wasn't even doing a Zoom. The practitioner just said, get in a comfortable spot, 8 p.m. I'll do my thing, 1,500 miles away. Um, I felt something from my head to my feet, back up to my head. And I wanted to get out of my head thinking, well, she's doing something right now with energy. Am I really feeling this? But now I'm convinced that I was. And not getting into the details because we don't need to. But when she was done, she texted me things that she picked up on that no one would have known, like things that I enjoy doing, my Zen spots, things like that. She goes, I had to share these things with you. It was weird, but she was spot on. There was no way that she'd be able to know these things if she didn't get in my energy field, even at 1,500 miles away. So, when you talk about patients feeling the energy when you do acupuncture, I totally understand it.
Actually, also to me, I think it's interaction between me and the patient. For example, I think it's last week. I had a patient. She always want to have a baby. She came in and she told me, she said her period is 2 days late. So I checked her pulse. I felt her pulse is so much stronger than before. And I just feel it's different. And I said, I think you're pregnant. And later on, of course, because by that time it's too early, like the test cannot really tell.
Right.
Later on, she is. She told me
Wow.
is pregnant. So I'm so happy because when the Chinese medicine doctor check your pulse, so the pulse can tell you the body change. Like for example, before her pulse is like very is deep. But that day when I check her pulse, her pulse is totally the pulse is telling you something and you feel it. It's like talking.
Wow. Wow. When you felt that, do you also think that you were picking up on her energy too?
Um, well, so basically the energy is telling me some information, right? There is another creature in her body. That's why her pulse is stronger. So it's like interaction. So I wouldn't think it's like her energy directly into my body or my energy directly into her body. It's like communication.
Moxibustion is something else that you practice. One of the other modalities. within Chinese medicine. What is that?
Moxibustion is magic. I wouldn't say like it is like really magic because moxibustion actually is very simple, made from herb called the mugwort.
Oh,
So it actually is not that uncommon even. But what's special about the mugwort is, so at least, Chinese medicine all based on the practice, on the experience. So thousand years ago, actually, people in the military, they try to find water. They are on miles and miles. They don't have water. How do they find water? Is they let the mugwort under the ground. So 1,000 miles away, somewhere, if they see the smoke coming out from the ground, they know, oh, there is the water. We should go there to find water, which telling us moxibustion can treat dampness, can treat coldness. So when we let the moxibustion, like we put on, some point, right? Usually I will pick up some point, for example, lane 6, which is a very tonifying point, tonify the qi, tonify the blood. So when you let the moxibustion on certain acupuncture point, you can get out the coldness, dampness, and give you more qi and blood. So moxibustion in Chinese, the pronunciation is I. So I is the same pronunciation as love. So
hmm.
people say moxibustion is like mother's love. It's very gentle, very mild, but you need that. And it's warm you up.
Wow. Everybody needs love, right?
I know, I know.
Wow. What does it make you feel like, Dr. Kelly, when you work with somebody and they come back to you and they say, "I'm feeling so much better. I'm here for the next session," or whatever it might be. How does that make you feel inside?
Oh, I feel very happy. I feel I make another person's life better. I feel, you know, it's my value. My value get kind of like proved or achieved. And I mean, what you can do can make your life better, make another person's life better. That's the best thing you can do on the earth, right? So another person was sick, but now they are healthier. They were in pain, now they don't have pain. Before they want to have a baby, now they are having a baby. How
Hmm.
joyful that can
Sure.
be. I cannot think about anything I can do to make myself, happier even.
Well, they say we all have a purpose. We're here for a reason. We have to figure out what that reason is. But once you discover it, it makes you feel whole, no matter what you're doing. Um, you feel like this is what I was destined to do. It sounds like this for sure is your purpose in life, to use Chinese medicine, to use your things you've learned over the years, your experience to help others. And it shows. I mean, go to your website. It's got dozens, like we said, dozens of amazing 5-star reviews. There's a reason for that because it's you. You're helping and healing.
Yeah, thank you, Steve, to acknowledge that. Yes, I think so. Before, sometimes people talk about the religion or belief. I said I don't have any religion, but I do believe, like you said, everybody come down to this earth have a purpose. Like, what you're supposed to do. You're not just live and then die. No, you come down, you have a goal, you have a purpose. So my goal, my purpose is helping people, use Chinese medicine to help people make their life healthier and happier and live longer.
Mhm.
I think that's my purpose and I'm doing it. And I'm very happy for what I'm doing. I want to help more people.
What is a final question here? And I just realized you do something called gua sha. Am I saying that right?
Very, very, very good, Steve. Yeah, actually,
Okay.
I want to mention about the gua sha when you talk about Chinese medicine massage. Actually, I do gua sha with patients. for example, is gua sha is you use a special tool. Usually it's jade. So I use a special tool to do the gua sha usually on people's like back, because on the back we have the UV points can access to our organs. So when you do gua sha on the back, one of the function of gua sha is can release muscle tension. So like, nowadays everybody sitting in front of the computer, use the phone, the neck is stiff, the shoulder is in pain. So when I do gua sha, on the back, on the shoulder, neck, release a lot of muscle tension. That's kind of like Chinese medicine massage, but with the jade. And another function of gua sha is release toxin. We eat tons of junk food every day, including myself. We drink something has some chemicals. So we have a lot of toxin in our body we cannot release. So when you do gua sha, actually you can release toxin of your body. So that's second function of gua sha. So third function also can release coldness, dampness. For example, I have like young patients, like 12-year-old. They don't prefer acupuncture, although I use the Japanese needle, which is basically no pain, but they may still scared of acupuncture. So I do gua sha instead, and that help them.
Wow. I learned a lot today. I had no idea what that gua sha was and how, it can support people if they're afraid of needles. So interesting. So interesting. Best way to find you now, you're in the New York City area. Where about?
121 East 60th Street, 2A, New York, 1022. Or you can call me 347-885-1865. Or you can go to my website, Kelly121acupuncture.com.
And we said in the very beginning, the 121 just happened to be. Did the website, the name of your practice, come first, or the location?
The website first. Then
So
location.
you wound up you were Kelly 121 Acupuncture. That's your practice, your business, and you wound up at your address is 121.
Yes.
Like that's synergy. That's not. I'm a firm believer things happen for a reason. There's no coincidences, and truly that's one of them. Thank you so much for being here today. All the insight on many things that have been around for centuries, supporting people for a reason because they work. And I appreciate all the insight and information. And Happy New Year, Dr. Kelly.
Thank you, Steve. You too. Happy New Year.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com, or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house.
And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.